Got the ridge here. Yep, just down.
In this hole here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We hope you've enjoyed the van build series so far.
The video you just watched was, of course, us installing the side window. We were running out of daylight, and I think we keep doing that going forward in the videos. And then what you are about to watch is us installing the bunk windows and the rear windows. And then I know Trey will speak in a little bit about some things that kind of maybe went a little awry or things that he/we would have done different.
Yeah, a couple of pro tips for you.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoy. If you're installing van windows, once again, don't call me, maybe call Trey.
Don't do that. And as always, guys, to support us, please like the video, drop your questions down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer all of those.
Enjoy the video.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, Ann.
Hey.
You're cute.
Yeah.
Look at it. I need water. Did you bring water?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In my bag.
I need it. It's so hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, are you ready to get to work?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm coming. I'm just gonna right here.
Okay. And now I'm going to attempt to cut this with the most dull blade in the world.
That's still just the rib part?
Here you go. Yeah. There we go. We're pretty much right on the money. Hopefully we won't have to shave any more of that off. Outside top is right here. That's our inside, so it's going to face the same direction. Okay, take some measurements here. Better. you here pulling away was Tips Treats. They just stopped by. They're parking their car close by. So let's see what we have in here. It's go time. Hold on. There we go. And we have a hole in our van again. We have the window in, and it's just loosely fitted so we can level the top. We just got the screws in, barely in, just to hold it in place. All right, we're right at 2 3/8.
It's tripping me out that it's popping in and out.
Measure one more time.
Can you let go?
Yeah.
Just yell at me if you want me to stop. What we got? You want to do another? Is it good?
They look pretty dry. All right. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the bunk window install. The bunk windows are honestly a simple install compared to the rest of the windows. The C.R. Lawrence style with the backing plate on creates a pretty good seal, just like the sliding door window. Coming up next, we are installing the 2 rear windows, and those are installed by using window weld caulk. This stuff is very strong, it adheres quickly, and I totally underestimated this project. We ran out of daylight once again with the window install. I think we were working underneath the parking lot street lamp till about close to midnight, I think. I can't remember. So my first tip for you guys is gonna be to give yourself double the amount of time that it would take you normally to install a project. If it's gonna take you 3 or 4 hours, give yourself about 6 to 8 hours to install these projects, especially the windows. So regarding the bunk windows, my pro tip for you guys is gonna be use a sharp blade to cut your templates out. Whatever you cut your templates out for the install is gonna be exactly where your line or your tracing is gonna be. So if your method of cutting your cardboard is janky, you're gonna have some parts where you're not too, let's say, even or precise. So sometimes that can be your hole is too big, and there's nothing you can do about it once it's too big. So make sure you guys use a sharp blade to cut your templates, measure 1 trillion times when you're cutting a hole in your van, and then cut. My third tip for you guys, if you're doing bunk windows, there are those 2 ribs that you saw me cut out with a grinder. I had cardboard on site, so I just kind of put a piece of cardboard back behind there, and that's just to protect the van from me hitting the wall and putting a hole through it. So I would use probably a 1/4 inch plywood back there just to give you a little protection so you don't hit the wall of your van. If I were to do it again, I'd use 1/4 inch plywood. And that pretty much does it. Let's roll the footage. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are installing the rear windows in our Mercedes 2015 Mercedes Sprinter. We'll start from left to right. The jigsaw, a drill to drill your pilot hole. We did buy some suction cups so we can actually hang on to the glass. 3M primer, some wool daubs for applying that, and the Rust-Oleum protective paint. We've got 3M window weld. We're gonna use 1 caulk can per side. Just wanted to get 2 just in case we ran out. We've got some, I guess you'd call it weather stripping. Basically, this is gonna go on the edge of the cut once we have that hole there, and just to give it a nice finished look on the inside. Next, we got the rubber mallet. We have black paint, so we're going to use the gray Sharpie. Hopefully that shows up when we connect the dots, and some glass cleaner. And if we want to keep the metal shavings to a low minimum, we got some plastic wrap too. But this is pretty much everything you need.
Ooh.
trace the dots or connect the dots. That's what Addie's doing with the paint pen now, connecting the dots all the way around so we can actually see the outline to follow the jigsaw with, right? So that's our next step. We're gonna go find another place to do the cut. It's kind of,
Not ideal.
yeah, not ideal situation. This is the garbage bin that was stinking so bad that we put the, I had to put a piece of cardboard over the vent because it was smelling so bad, but we're making progress. Okay, we've moved locations now that we can actually make a cut on the window without disturbing neighbors and whatnot. First hole. Oh yeah, earplugs.
Oh my God.
I know.
That hurts so bad.
It hurts, doesn't it?
We're idiots. Oh my God, it's like it was hitting my neck.
Yeah. Imagine me behind it.
Well, and my whole arm.
Dude, that's a good cut. Throw it in the trash. Oh, hey, you know what? Yeah, keep that. I'm gonna make a thumbnail out of that. Oh, right. So you can see the plastic shavings we collected.
Metal.
What'd I say?
Plastic.
Oh, the metal shavings that are plastic collected. We'll tape the other side, go ahead and cut that out, then we'll prep the edge. That's a good cut, not gonna lie, I did a pretty good job. Okay, we've got the rough edges filed down. Our next step, while Addie cleans the surface free of that metal shavings, we're going to apply the Rust-Oleum. We're going to do 2 coats of protective enamel all along the outside edge where that raw metal is exposed on both ends, and then we'll go ahead and apply the gasket there, that weather stripping gasket. It's not really weather stripping, it's just kind of gives the nice aesthetic look from the inside. So that's coming up next. Let's go ahead and apply some of this protective enamel. Protecting against that rust. I would imagine 1 coat would be just fine. We're gonna do 2. We've done 2 on all the other projects. We're gonna do 2 here. Okay, one quick mistake that we just made. We were trying to rush it because we're running out of daylight. I don't know how we're gonna install these windows in time. And it's also supposed to rain tomorrow. We applied that gasket, that rubber lining, and this wasn't dry. The Rust-Oleum wasn't dry, and I peeled it back off and it was just coming off with the gasket, so I had to reapply some and just wait it out. I have the heat going. It's helping just a little bit. I'm trying to see if this will dry a little bit quicker so we don't run out of daylight. It gets dark at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see. That rubber mallet is clutch right there. God, that's good. No sponsor, Numa, but I'm willing to work with you.
What's next, boss?
What's next is we're gonna clean the surface and then we're gonna apply the primer on, caulk the window, and that's it, set it in. coming up on no daylight here.
All right, I want to put these freezer.
We're gonna scuff up, just pretty much using a Brillo pad, I guess that's what you call these, whatever you clean your dishes with, right? And we're gonna scuff up just the paint. We're gonna kind of rough that paint up so it's not so smooth and it actually grabs onto the adhesive and to the primer here in just a minute that we're gonna install. But we're gonna just kind of go just outside that piece of rubber, not too far over. And that's why we have our line that we drew earlier that we traced, so we know how far not to go with it. All right, next step, 3M single step primer. This will be down in the description as well. This is something off Amazon, which this all was ordered from. Definitely a must-have, and it dries quickly.
So where are you putting that?
All along.
How do you know exactly where?
And we're just gonna follow where we just scuffed up the van. We are most definitely running low on daylight now. We've got the 3M window weld ready to go. We got the little cut, the V cut. We're gonna keep a steady beam of caulk all the way across.
Oh my god. How long do we hold? You just going for it? Do you need me?
Yay. Maybe come over here and line me up. Along the edge.
That. Dropped it. I mean, those things that just falling. And tape it up top. Just pulling the tape off.
Okay. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for sticking around and watching the video. If you haven't caught up on our previous episodes, wait till the end, click the link, and catch up. As always, thank you guys for sticking around, supporting the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, all those things, and we'll see y'all next week.
Coming up next on the Stay Human Project.
To the